out here at the most hated truck stop in Atlanta, the TA. About to meet up with Larry Cothran and do a driver interview. Let's get straight into it. We're out here with Larry Cothran. How we feeling, man?
Hey, man, you know I'm blessed in the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over and I still want some more. How about you?
Yeah, same.
I heard that.
Yeah. Tell me, man, how long you been driving?
Man, I've been driving since 07.
Really?
Yeah, been driving since 07. Love it.
What's changed the most since you started?
Probably the paper logs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have got a glider truck.
I shoulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
What you drive?
I drive a Kenworth, a 2015 Kenworth T680.
T680? What engine you got in it?
I got a pack-on. And it has done me well.
Okay.
It has done me well. You know one thing, I trust in God, man.
Yeah.
So me trusting in God, my stuff really don't break down like everybody else stuff. I don't worry about fuel prices or nothing like that because, I trust in God. I believe that God will give me the resources and give me everything I need to be able to be successful in whichever journey that I put my hands to.
Nah, he will.
Yeah.
Let me know if you ever want to sell that truck if it never break down.
I don't want to sell it.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the craziest thing you ever seen out on the road?
The craziest thing I ever seen was probably when I was training. It was like I was driving, man, and my trainer was telling me about. He was like, man, I think he said you need to watch out and be careful out here because you can see so many people that be unalived and stuff like that. So I would see people. I mean, it seemed like every night while I was training for the first couple of weeks, we would pass people on the road, had sheets over them, laid out on the road. People rolling by. That's when people was on the CB back then. People was like giving respect on the CB. Wasn't nobody showing out or nothing like that. It's like everywhere we went to. That was like my first couple of weeks of driving, man. That's probably the wildest thing I seen because I kept seeing people that was on the road that was just laying there. They just. Life just gone.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen at any moment.
Yeah, anything can happen, man. That's why you gotta, yeah.
Pray to God.
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing you would change about trucking?
One thing I would change about it, man, it's so regulated, man. Like every little bitty thing, man, you got something. I need to run for Department of Transportation or something. I need to be president of the Transportation Association.
You and Rob.
You can be my vice president.
Yeah.
But I need to be president because I think if I'm president, I'm gonna change a lot of these mandates and certain stuff like that. Don't make no sense. Some stuff just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And I know they got these regulations and stipulations and stuff like that, but in the time we living in, man, like I can go from Atlanta to California with a brand new truck, okay, if it make it. Yeah, I can go there with a brand new truck, and if I go with a brand new truck, you want me to tell you what's gonna happen?
What?
A screw could probably come loose. Something could probably happen and that I don't even know about because there's so much stuff to check on a truck. And if somebody runs into me, guess what? It's probably still my fault if I'm doing a speed limit and everything. They're gonna blame everything on me.
Yeah,
So
you're the professional driver.
I'm the professional driver,
Yeah.
so everything gets blamed on me. And one thing that I would change if I was like president of the Transportation Association is I would make each and every person, no matter if you're 15, 16, you just getting your license or whatever, I make them take the same training that truck drivers take. Because they need to know that truck driver, especially tanker driver, you can't stop on no dime.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I would tell them that right there. I would enforce that for in the next 20 years. I think it'll be it's like turning the ship. I think it'll be to the point to where where you can turn this whole transportation industry around.
Yeah, sure. I'll vote for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Tell us 5 of the worst places to go with the truck.
5 of the worst places to go with the truck is, you talking about states?
Yeah.
Okay, well, 5 states. Number 1, I hate going to Ohio.
Why?
I'm glad you asked. I got a $10,000 ticket in Ohio one time.
Damn.
Because Ohio is one of the states right there that they do, what is it they do? They are, like when it comes to hazmat and stuff like that right there, man, they are strict when it comes to hazmat.
You found out,
I found out the hard way. And when I got there, the guy, when they pulled me over into the weigh station, I had just got there when the head over all the hazmat people had just got there. He had just got there. He was walking around. He decided to check my truck, and boy went through that joker with a fine-tooth comb, boy. And I said, man, from now on, it made me not even want to haul hazmat no more, but I had to pay a $10,000 ticket. And I tried to get the thing, I I tried to, go to court for it, and they said you can't dispute it or nothing like that. Close the case, and I had to pay $10,000.
Damn.
Yeah,
That
so
shit hurt, huh?
Yeah, it hurt. Yeah. But that's why you gotta have some good credit. Okay, you gotta make sure that you gotta have some good credit, and you gotta make sure that you're in the place where you're not spending everything you got. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truck's money. No, it ain't your money.
Yeah. So you gotta figure out, okay, what are you gonna do with your money? And then too, I would say, what's the worst place? I would say going through Memphis, man. I hate going through Memphis, man. It's just such a bumpy road. Going through Indiana, and I hate going anything. I guess you could put all of these, the 5 places up in the Northeast. I hate that. I don't like going through New York. I got a ticket in New York one time. You want me to tell you? A skilled sailor, okay, didn't become skilled because he stayed in smooth waters. A skilled sailor becomes a skilled sailor because he done been through tough times. He done been through.
So you going back to New York?
Huh?
You going back to New York?
I'm not going back to New York. That's what made me the good truck driver I am right now. Because when I was a company driver, I went up there and when I didn't know nothing about parkways and expressways and stuff like that, I went down a parkway. And boy, went up under a bridge. Now I got off and up under the bridge, but the dude wrote me some tickets. This was like 2010. Dude wrote me some tickets. And I was like, man, this is crazy. Man, yeah. So all that Northeast is up, and I don't like going to California because I don't want to go 55.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what city got the worst drivers?
Shoot.
Where we at right now?
Atlanta. Atlanta. That's where ISTAY. Like, man, I think they got the worst drivers.
It's all them Mopars.
Yep. Yeah, everybody got somewhere to be at some specific time. It's crazy.
What's one thing you see out on the road that makes you shake your head?
People that don't know how to merge. Like, they get over, they don't use the blinkers, they don't know how to merge, it make you want to bow. But I ain't finna do that, Yeah, but people that don't know how to merge, man, that get up under my skin. And people that be texting and driving and stuff and don't pay attention, they be veering over into your lane and stuff like that. But what they say they do is, I heard a lot of truck drivers say this, and they say that they get to one side of the lane, like, let's say, like, if a driver's on the left side of the lane, they're not trying to let them over, they're not paying attention. So what they do, they get all the way, this is what they say, okay? And so they say they get all the way to the right-hand side. When they get to the right-hand side, they put the blinker on, blow the horn, and start coming over all the way to the left side of the lane, to the left side of that one lane that they in right there, and make it seem like they about to go into their lane. And that's what they say, but I wouldn't recommend that. But
you would never do that.
No, never.
Tell us what made you start content. What got you into it?
I'm glad you asked me that. Well, see, here's the thing right here. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I wish I was a kid again. So it was, so I can go all the way back to when I was in college, man. I had a Bible study. And the Bible study that I had, I used to make up like these little flyers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that before we had the cell phones and stuff. So I would put the flyers all over the dorms and stuff. And I would have like 50, 60 people coming to my Bible study, every Tuesday, okay? And so in my dorm room, okay? And then we transitioned to stuff like that. So then later on, what I used to do is, like at our church, I would make videos like the videos for the church or whatever. I would cut the videos up and kind of like make these like sermon jams or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I would do that right there. And then I got a marketing company. So with my marketing company, I was telling some of my clients, I was like, hey man, you need to do this, you need to do that. And some people would listen, some people wouldn't. Some people would say, man, I just don't feel comfortable on camera. And so I told them, you know what, I'll do it. So I had to make a decision in 2021. This is when I had done YouTube and stuff, but in 2021 I had to make a decision. I said, man, what am I going to do? Am I going to talk about trucking or am I going to talk about marketing? And so May like the 17th, 18th of 2021, what I did was, 2021, what I did was I put out a video. That video got 200 views. I put out another video. That video got 200 views. And then after I put out that third video that I got, it got like 13,000 views when I woke up the next morning. And then I had a trucking company, trucking publishing company that reached out to me. reached out to me and wanted me to do an interview with them, and I was like, oh yeah, we in there. And I had another company reach out to me and said, hey man, can you make 6 videos for us and for $2,000? I said, let me pray on it. Yes, I can. So I made them videos with them in like 15 minutes. So
at what point, I want to ask you, did you realize like this content stuff's life changing?
On that third day.
Really?
Because I've been getting paid from content since the third day I posted.
Oh, you up? Dinner on you then.
So here's the thing right here. Yes, I've been getting I've been getting paid since the third day I posted content. So I've been getting paid since 2021. Okay, whether that be brand deals, whether it's from the platforms or whatever, or actually I was getting paid before that. I was getting paid in 2017 when I started my YouTube channel, because I was trying to get to 1,000, and I had 400 people. That was in 2017, but I had took a break. But when I started taking it serious, I started getting more, because I was getting like $1,500 a month, and I had 400 followers on YouTube. Okay, because I had a company reach out to me and be like, hey man, would you be willing to put our link in the, and would you be willing to shout out our company? And when they told me that right there, I was like, man, yeah, I guess I can. I really didn't believe them. They said, we'll send you $200. So they asked me to put them in the video or whatever. So I put them in the video, and then guess what happened? About a month later, they sent me a check for $200. I was like, what? And it was up from there. And so I started creating more content. I started showing like behind the scenes what I was doing and stuff like that. So when I started doing that right there, more people started following me. And then I got to the point where I make about anywhere from $1,300 to $1,500 every month just from referrals. Now I don't do the links and stuff like that no more. I'm past that.
Yeah.
And so, and it's ironic, man. Since when I told you May of 2021 is when I started.
Yeah.
Well, on Facebook, in May the 20th, the same day that my son graduated, May the 20th, I hit 1 million followers on Facebook.
Damn.
And then I went and checked my analytics. June the 1st. It was May the 30th. And I went and checked my analytics and put in
this year, right?
Yeah, from this year. So from June the 1st of last year to June the 1st of this year, how many views you think I done got?
500 million.
500 million? I'm glad you said that. No, it's actually 5.11 billion views just on Facebook alone.
Respect.
That's Jesus, brother. That's the kingdom of God right there. I couldn't have done that. Yeah, I couldn't have done that by myself. I'm not that smart. I will say that God has blessed me with some ability to be intellectual and smart. I ain't that smart. You know what I'm saying? Because last year this time, I didn't even have 100,000 followers. You see what I'm saying?
What's your advice to someone that wants to start content? Because a lot of people are like, let me wait, or...
Okay, so see, the thing is, I'm going to say is, be consistent. Is that a child? Yeah, that's a child. Yeah. Yeah. All right, 10-4 driver, 10-4. 10-4. But yeah, I would say, man, be consistent. And if you think you can't start right now, guess what?
Somebody else starting.
Somebody else starting. You're only fooling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, God put an ability and a talent on the inside of you, and you don't have to be funny. You don't have to be a musician. You don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be a painter. You just gotta be you.
Because
your voice is gonna find your audience. And once it does that right there, if you keep on creating content, guess what? You're gonna be up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so people look at the numbers that I do and look at the things that I do now, but how many people are out here going live right now? You know how many people right now? Now watch this. I got 35 followers, and today is, what can I say today?
Yeah.
Today is July. Today is July the 12th, okay, 2025. Watch by the end of the year how many I have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you how I'm going to do that? Consistency. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect to do something, you can't expect to have somebody else's results, and you're not doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, if you tell me you're doing something, if I see you doing something, you can't outwork me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can't outwork me because I was poor. You see what I'm saying? You can't outwork that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going back to the projects.
Hell no.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to grind and shine as much as I can. You see what I'm saying?
You don't miss it?
The projects. I'm trying to go back and buy the projects that I grew up in.
Thanks.
Yeah, and turn them into townhomes for college students.
What made you want to work with us?
With who? Y'all?
Yeah.
What,
You didn't have to collab with us.
Oh no. I like to create content, and I like to diversify my content. And when I found out that you were Bosnian, you know what I'm saying, and then I found out Rob was from the Caucasus Mountains. No, I was playing. Yeah, so I found out y'all was Bosnian, and I found out y'all. You know, I like everybody. You know what I'm saying? I would like to I'll collab with anybody. You know what I'm saying? They got morals and integrity and stuff like that, and not trying to destroy or bully somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I like to collab with people.
You're networking for real.
Yeah, networking, because guess what? You never know who you'll need and what you'll need. Cause we was talking about this before. Like we had somebody reach out to us, both of us, and didn't come through with their promises and stuff like that. Now I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be real.
But the show goes on.
The show goes on. One monkey don't stop the show.
Hell no. Tell me about the shoe deal. How'd that come about?
Okay, I'm glad you asked
First
that.
trucker.
Yeah, first trucker ever with a shoe deal. So, Ed Hennings, I remember when it was 2 years ago, we was at this trucking event. And while we was at this trucking event, I seen him and I seen the shoes. And the shoes that he had at the time, I was like, man, are these Yeezys? You over here selling Yeezys? And he was like, no, man, these my work boots. And these my steel-toe shoes. And I was like, well, these jokers is cold. These work boots. And then he had some shoes that were sneakers. And I was like, dang. So the sneakers are steel-toes too? Yeah. And these were the shoes that, like, you can walk. You can walk. You can go to church in these shoes. You can go to a funeral in these shoes. That, like, these how good the shoes look. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is throw some water on, wipe the things off, and they'll be back to what. I was like, dang. And so he had been telling me, he was like, hey man, I wanna see if we can do some stuff together. And so it was just a year went by. You know, he was still working out some things. I was still working out some things, and then it was just the right timing and everything, man. We got together and did the deal. So
can you drive in them?
Yeah, you can drive in them. I drive in them.
So all the truckers should go get a pair, right?
Yeah, all the truckers should go get a pair. And then get what? We got a new line getting ready to drop too. A whole new line. They got the full metal tarsals. They got the steel toe. They got a whole new line. They got the one for women as well. So yeah.
Shit, First we got to get Rob in a pair.
Yeah, you do. You got to get Rob.
What size you wear? 17?
Oh boy.
Boots.
No, he wear 8. You wear 8 though, to size 8.
You better try 14 double E.
14 double E.
Well, sure, we appreciate you working with us, man.
All right, man.
First of many. Thank you, brother, for real.
Yeah.
And that's it for the video. Special shout out to our man, Larry Cothran. Y'all go follow him, show him some love. Real great guy. If y'all want to support us, merch is on the website. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
You got soft hands, brother. You ain't built for this. 400 miles, that's a day you